Hi there, it's Laura here from MakingCardsIsFun.com, and today I am very excited to be a guest designer for the Ton. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to stamp peonies really fast with the new and very innovative Peony Memories Cardmaking Stamp Set from the Ton. As you can see, this stamp set is huge. It comes with a peony design, and then it comes with a bunch of sentiments that go along with the flowers. I have never seen a layering stamp set like this. Stamping layered stamps usually takes up a lot of time, but this stamp set makes it really easy and really fast. I'm stamping the first layer using my lightest color of ink. I am using rose quartz ink from the Ton. I am stamping this stamp using my original MISTI tool, and then I'm going to move on to the second layer. So these stamps come with these little marks so you can line up each layer perfectly, and as you can see, you just kind of have to line that up with the little rectangles and the little squares, and you can position your stamp, pick it up with your stamping tool, and then you can go ahead and stamp that second layer perfectly. For the second layer, I am using soft garnet. This shade is slightly darker than the rose quartz color. And then finally, I am lining up my third and final layer for these peonies, and I am inking them up using my darkest color, which is red sangria. I was so surprised when I was using this stamp set because I just really couldn't believe how easy and how fast it was to stamp all of these peonies at once, and it's also just so easy to line them up perfectly. I'm finishing off these peonies by stamping these little thingies to go on the inside of the flowers, just to add an extra touch of color. And the color I'm using over there is called Lemon Drop. To stamp the leaves and the stems for some of these peonies, I am going to use the little marks to line up the stamp, and then I am inking up my first layer using soft garden ink. And it's just easy as that, so there you go. For the second layer, I am using Bright Fern. So this is my mid-tone shade. And then finally, for my final layer, I'm going in with the darkest color, which is Deep Emerald. By the way, you can get these ink pads individually, but you can also get them in bundles of 3. So for the pink flowers, I use the Ruby collection, and then for the leaves and stems, I use the Crystal Garden collection. Now that I stamped the flowers, it's time to die cut them using this awesome die, which makes it really easy to die cut all of these flowers at once. So you just have to line it up, run it through your die cutting machine, and then you have all your flowers ready to be used on a card. I'm going to add some extra detail to these flowers by splattering some white paint. I'm using white watercolor paint from the Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor palette, and I am mixing that white with a lot of water, and then I am using a really skinny paintbrush to flick those little splatters. I'm going to do the same using a black watercolor just to add some interest to my card front. I cut this piece of cardstock to 4" by 5¼ inch. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiments. My sentiment will say hi, and I'm using these really modern alphabet stamps from the Roma Alphas stamp set from the Ton. I lined up the letter H first, and then I can go from there to stamp and position the I. I am stamping my sentiment using black ink, and then I'm prepping my cardstock using kitchen flour to remove any static cling. This will make sure that my embossing powder won't be sticking to areas where I don't want it to. And then I'm stamping that little heart from the Roma Alpha stamp set using Versamark ink. And I'm going to sprinkle on metallic gold sparkle embossing powder from Wow. Just wanted to add a little gold touch to this card because I think it's really elegant and it goes really well with the peonies. So after sprinkling on my embossing powder, it's time to melt it using my heat tool. And then I'm going to assemble my little bouquet of peonies. I just kind of played around with the different flowers and leaves until I thought it looked good. I'm using a mix of foam squares and some liquid glue to position and to adhere all of the flowers just like I want. I actually also steamed the flowers once more using yellow inks. I didn't end up using the yellow flowers on this card, but I'll definitely be saving them for a future project. So just adhering and positioning all of my flowers and leaves, and then it's time to finish off this card. I'm going to adhere the finished floral piece to my card front using more foam squares, and then I am positioning that using my EK Success tweezers. And I really like how the black splatters match with the black sentiment on this card. And then of course I also decided to use a black note card. I used my Scotch ATG to adhere that card front to my standard size A2 note card. And then finally I am going to adhere a couple of sequins from the Ton here and there using some liquid adhesive. So there you go, that finishes up this card. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.